Hi everyone, I wanted to tell you about a vision I had about a path the spring of 2015. Today is January 21st, 2016. I mentioned on another video that I often had visions of paths. It would just be a real quick flash of a sidewalk, a cement walkway. And I just felt like it was God reminding me that, or showing me that I'm on the right path. And it would often happen when I'd be praying or praising Him. This one particular time lasted longer than the other visions. It was quite a few seconds. I would be willing to bet it was like 15 seconds long. And it was a sidewalk path with really good soil on the sides of the sidewalk. And this bright, bright light shone down directly onto the path like it was telling me to walk this way. It was a bright yellow light, and it was beautiful, and it wasn't like any light shine that I've ever seen, like a flashlight or something. It wasn't like that. And so I started walking and following this. It was pointed right in front of my feet, so I was looking down and following this path. And what was so incredibly amazing about this is each time I took a step on each side of me, the left and the right, with that step, a flower, a yellow flower would pop up. And both of them on each side would pop up at the exact same time as each other. And they would immediately get this tall stem and bloom and then dance. And they wouldn't like dance like the wind was blowing them and they'd go the exact same direction. It's like they had a personality, and it was like they were excited to see me and like they were there for me, and it was like they were alive. I can't describe it. I don't know how to explain that, except that I just instinctively knew that it was like they were alive. I don't know. And so each time I took a step, this would keep happening, but first it was one flower, and then it might have been one again, but then the next step was two flowers, and then three flowers, each like three on the left, three on the right, and then four on the left, four on the right, until pretty soon it was like a bouquet would pop up all at once. And each individual flower in each bouquet would move around on its own, like it was alive and like it was really happy. And then it ended. That was just so beautiful, and I love those reminders from God, because I often need reminders that He loves me. I spent so many years of my Christian life, decades ago, having trouble believing that God actually cared about me. I knew He loved me. I knew He died on the cross for my sins. But to believe that He cared about me, I had a hard time with that, because I felt like I had made my bed and I was being made to lie in it. And so I spent a lot of years angry at God. And so it's been so nice these last few years. Well, I mean, a lot of that changed many, many years ago, but the last few years He's been showing me so much more about His love, and He's so precious to and so kind to do that for me. So the next day, no, it was the day after that. Yeah, I'm trying to think if it was the day after or 2 days later. It was the very next day that I had that, after having that vision. Then I was texting with my daughter, my oldest daughter, and she and I were texting each other at the exact same time, and we didn't know it. It was our first text that day. And I texted her about this vision, and I clicked send, and she clicked send, and I opened up a text from her, and she said she went out in the boonies to clean a house for someone. And she said that she was out in the driving out in the boonies, and for miles and miles there were yellow flowers all over, fields and fields of yellow flowers. And it was so funny to know that she opened my text at the same time that I opened her text, and we both were talking about yellow flowers. And it was just a beautiful confirmation from the Lord that was for me, that vision was from Him, and that her experience was from Him, because that gave her a lot of peace, and it just was just a nice experience for her to be on her way to work, and she gets to experience all these flowers. Anyways, I thought I would share that with you. Jesus loves us so much. Hopefully that was encouraging to you all. Love you guys. Bye.